places where you can find that. And also the Corporate Center in Vaughan also does various seminars on green energy technology and workshops as well. Okay, so the Green College Careers Program, I mean, as I said, we've connected a number of students to green sector co-op placements and doing very high-level work, to be honest. I mean, we've connected with a number of solar companies, so we have would-be engineers and architects working with AutoCAD to plan out how many solar panels can go on a rooftop, or doing solar site assessments, sitting alongside engineers. You know, at the exhibition place, we've got a student at the energy management office looking at crunching energy data and learning all sorts of things about building automation and how to save energy and save money. We've also got a number of students at the STOP, which is an urban agriculture community center in Toronto, learning all about composting, greenhouse management, and things like that as well. And as you can see from the list, it's not all, again, that message that green industry really needs all various types of interest and aptitudes. So, you know, renewable energy sales and marketing, event planning, all sorts of things. Another resource that we have is the Green College Careers website, which I highly encourage you to get your students into. Basically, if you click on the student portal there, what we've done is we've listed a number of green college careers. So a whole list of green college careers, and when you click on any one of those green jobs, you get a very detailed breakdown of what that job looks like. So a day in the life of a biofuel researcher, some of the roles and responsibilities, some of the education pathways, some of the courses that they'll want to be taking right now to get into this career field, and also potential earnings, which always wins points with the students. For the students that don't really know what they want to do, what we also have is just a little kind of interactive tag cloud, so if they know that they like working with people or working with computers, or that they're analytical or organized, or that they like math, they can click on any one of those and it'll generate a list of career fields that might be of interest to them. Lastly, I think I'm just going to play this video. I'm not sure about the sound, how good these speakers are, but let's give it a try. So essentially, in speaking to students over the last year and a half, doing these talks about green collar careers, what I've really found is that, on the one hand, they're worried about grades and job prospects and careers and what they're going to do with their lives ultimately. On the other hand, they're getting all these really negative messages about environmental destruction and apocalypse and all these kind of things, and they're worried about that, but they don't know what to do about it. And so ultimately, what our program and our message is that, well, you can do something about it, and the thing that you can do is just take your skills and your interests and apply it to, a job that's part of this kind of green movement and have that environmental perspective about it. And so ultimately, that's what we're trying to do. I think that's it, actually. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a comment, actually. There's a lot of emphasis on the energy sector, naturally. And I'm from Washington, so we have a big emphasis on water and water supply technology and wastewater treatment in our community. And we've been told that there's a growing number of jobs available in that area as well because of regulations in place after inquiry.
Yeah.
And so that's really important to remember.
Mm-hmm.
And then as well as in the traditional jobs in agriculture that are diminishing, but still in rural communities like ours, extremely important and can be considered green jobs as well.
Yeah, I actually should have prefaced that before I spoke, is that I was going to speak about green energy careers in particular because of the high growth. But absolutely, I think certainly water, and it's interesting with agriculture because of course there's biomass, and I think I was just kind of speaking about a tour that I went on in Niagara, and it was an agricultural facility, but they were actually also creating biogas and selling that back to the province. So it was certainly lucrative and growing. So.
You mentioned solar design assessment,
Mm-hmm.
but have you found that there's sort of a double standard between your average rooftop and the rooftop of the school in terms of whether they'll allow it or not allow it? Because we seem to be getting some resistance.
Yeah, that sort of comes down from the school board. So certainly, if for a residential homeowner right now, I think the application process for a FIT contract would be substantially easier, especially because you have a number of solar companies that are going to help you walk you through that process. My understanding with the schools is that there's quite a bit more of a process, just because it's coming down from the board level. So for example, the TDSD, the Toronto District School Board, has 10 solar schools. But that was after a lot of consultation of which schools would get those solar installations.
I think there's a question.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just curious because you talked about tours and speaking with students. Do you cost?
Over the last 18 months, we've been funded by the OPA. So a number of the activities that we